Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to get started in about 3 minutes. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the graduation of West Central High School's class of 2024. My name is Christopher Agato, and I am privileged to be your MC today. At this time, out of respect, please ensure that your cell phones have been set to silent mode. Feel free to take pictures during the ceremony, but please do so in a respectful manner. We do have a professional photographer taking pictures of graduates as they cross the stage today. We acknowledge that West Central High School is located on the homeland of several First Nations communities of the Treaty 6 territory, the ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Saulteaux, Nakota, Blackfoot, and Métis. This land was shared by many nations in both its usage and care. We would also like to acknowledge the traditional knowledge holders and the elders who are still with us today and who have gone before us, and whose footsteps have marked these lands for generations. And now, led by Constable Smits, I am extremely honored to welcome West Central's graduating class of 2024. Would everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem performed by West Central High School's symphonic band conducted by Ms. Candice Marshall. Every year, Ms. Marshall works the West Central High School Symphonic Band to the bone, and our students never fail to impress, especially during this important time of the year. Join me in thanking her and her entire ensemble for their efforts. We have 6 baskets of flowers here today, and this afternoon, 6 lucky students will be winning these flowers to take home after the ceremony. The first lucky winners of the flower baskets are Colby Began and Carter Legacy. Congratulations. Parents, family, and friends, and the graduating class of West Central High School, welcome. Today is a day of celebration, both individually and as a group. Soon, you will all go off to grad prom with your families and celebrate your individual accomplishments, but one last time, you get to celebrate together with the community of Rocky Mountain House as members of the class of 2024. To bring greetings from the Parliament of Canada, Mr. Gerald Soroka, MP, and his wife, Susan Soroka. Yeah. You betcha. Come on up.
Okay, I won't do that. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, parents, and especially to the graduating class of 2024. Let's hear it for them. Well, I'm glad a lot of people are happy there. You know, one of the slogans, I like this, perseverance and desire, and the rest is attitude. I have to admit, I saw so many smiling faces as they were walking by, and I thought, now that's the perfect attitude to have. You're so positive. It's amazing what you will accomplish with the right attitude. And that's one of the things that I really want to focus on, is that your future is bright. And everything that you want to do, you can accomplish. There are going to be times when it's probably going to be very difficult, and there's going to be times that it might not work out quite as well as you expected. But never look at those times as a failure. Always look at that as a great learning experience and how to improve yourself from that. So that's about the best words of wisdom I can give. The other words of wisdom I'd like to give is that I know that with our computer technology and everything that's going in that direction in the digital age, that not every one of us is going to get a job doing computers. And believe it or not, we need the tradespeople. Because if you don't have enough of the tradespeople, how many people have tried to get a plumber or an electrician or a carpenter in this last couple of years? Boy, that's been a challenge, right? So that could be the future job prospects for some of our graduating class here of 2024. So you might want to consider getting on your hands a bit dirty maybe once in a while, but there's great money that can be made from there as well. So I just give those little bit of words of wisdom of maybe career paths that people never considered. But with that, I'll keep it short because no one wants to hear some guy talk and talk and talk, even though his wife said he wasn't supposed to go up yet, but whatever, I'll let that one go. So with that, on behalf of myself and the Government of Canada, congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. You've done it, and let's forward to seeing how you succeed.
Well, he's a giant in politics, and he's a giant in real life. With a message from the province of Alberta, please welcome Alberta's Minister of Seniors, Community and Social Services, our MLA, Mr. Jason Nixon.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Can you guys hear me? I don't want to wreck the mic stand, but they never make the mic stands for me. I don't know what is going on. But it is good to be home in Rocky Mountain House with you. Let's just start off with a big round of applause. Look at this amazing group of graduates here today. What a great graduating class. You know, graduates, I often stay to a very similar message at all the grads that I talk to because I just really think at the end of the day, when you're recognizing a graduation class, that there's a couple groups of people that really should just be recognized. And I want you to help me do that today to this graduation class. And the first is around our education system. You know, we're very fortunate in Alberta to have one of the best education systems in the world. It doesn't mean that it can't get better, but it certainly is better than many of the systems that we see across the world. And the reality is why it is so good is because of the hardworking men and women who work throughout our education system. And Wild Rose School Division and West Central are no different. It's one of the best the school divisions, I think, in the province, and certainly one of the coolest and unique faculties and staff that work with you guys. And I know you guys know that because you've been going through that process to get up here for graduation. And I really think that it's important to recognize their efforts today. You sitting here today is a testimony to their dedication. The reality is people are working in education for a variety of reasons, all good. But at the end of the day, from the moment that you entered our school system, the goal of a tremendous amount of staff, not just teachers, assistants, bus drivers, coaches, you name it, have been to get you to this stage here today. And you being here is a tremendous testimony to their accomplishments. So let's give them a round of applause for working so hard with you. And the other, of course, is family. I'm not a teacher. In fact, most of my teachers when I was in high school, if they knew that I would have a job with the title The Honorable Jason Nixon, may have been alarmed because I was a bit more of a class clown, I think. But I am a dad, and I've watched some of my children graduate. I know it's a unique moment. I always say to grad classes, you won't know what that's like until your turn comes to sit on the other side and watch that little boy or girl that you brought home from that hospital about 18, 19 years ago walk the stage through what is really a symbolic moment in our society, a transition into adulthood. But I do know that you know how hard your families, your moms, your dads, stepmoms, stepdads, grandparents, siblings, have all worked hard with you to be able to get you here. And this is their day as well. And so why don't you grads give them a round of applause for investing so much in you to get you to your graduation. With that said, though, as always, grads, at the end of the day, you all earned the right to walk across this stage in a few moments. You earned the right to be here. You will have all gone through very different circumstances to get to this moment. Some of you will have excelled at academics or athletics. Some of you will have had to overcome very troubling or hard circumstances in your individual lives. But the one thing that you have in common is that you persevered through those circumstances. And you earn the right to be here. And if you could take anything from your high school experience, that finishing, that persevering will carry you a long way in this next stage in life. So remember that as you walk the stage. And let me just officially say on behalf of His Majesty's government, the greatest province in the world, Alberta, congratulations to the class of 2024 and best of luck.
Representing the town of Rocky Mountain House, I have the pleasure of introducing Councillors Marley Caprero and Dave Auld.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start by saying how happy I am to be here with Deputy Mayor Caprero to congratulate all of you students on your graduation on behalf of the town and council. Most of all, I would like to say how proud we are to be here as parents, watching our own children and their friends accept their diplomas.
Maybe we'll switch spots. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Rocky Mountain House Council, we would like to thank you for the opportunity to congratulate you on this special day. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and as you step into your own adulthood, today is a great day to reflect on all that you have accomplished and to thank the people who have helped you along the way. Teachers, parents, friends, and family all have a part in your journey. Most importantly, you stayed the course. Hard days are inevitable, but we believe tenacity is what brings success. Please stay involved with your community wherever you go. Volunteers make the world a better place, and that means you can make a difference. You will never have as much time or energy as you do today, but your future is just beginning. Your time, energy, and ideas will shape the future of our town, province, country, and even the world.
We hope that you will always hold Rocky Mountain House close to your heart and consider it home. Wherever life takes you, be proud of where you came from. On behalf of the Rocky Mountain House Town Council, we give you our most sincere congratulations on your high school graduation. Enjoy the rest of your day and celebrate safely.
I'd like to call on Ms. Jennifer Melhoff, Deputy Reeve, to speak to the graduates on behalf of Clearwater County.
I forgot I had to wait for the guy to show me how to get here. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, proud parents, and of course, our esteemed graduates. You made it! How great is that? My name is Jenny Melhoff, and I'm the Deputy Reeve for Clearwater County. It's an honor to stand here today and speak to the graduating class on behalf of Clearwater County Council. To the graduates, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations on reaching this amazing milestone. You'll soon realize this was the easy part. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the teachers and the families, the mentors, and to all those that have played a vital role in forming these beautiful graduates. Today we gather to celebrate your achievements. We also reflect on the incredible journey that has led you to this point. Throughout your high school years, you have shown resilience, determination, and a compliment to your excellence is what you've achieved here today. You have overcome challenges, embraced opportunities, and forged friendships that will last a lifetime. As you navigate the path ahead, I urge you to remain true to yourselves. Follow your hearts and never lose sight of your dreams. Be bold in your pursuits, compassionate in your actions, resilient in the face of adversity. Always remember that your success is not solely measured by your personal accomplishments, but also by the positive impact that you have in your community. And I pray that you bring a piece of this community with you wherever you go. On behalf of Clearwater County Council, please use that piece of this community to find your way back home, and we will welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much for everything that you've accomplished, and congratulations, class of 2024.
And representing Wild Rose School Division today, we have the always stylish superintendent, Mr. Brad Volkman, and trustee Ms. Heidi Hetherington. And with a message to the grads, please welcome Mr. Brad Volkman.
Well, I think Ms. Hetherington is stylish. I'm not sure about me, but good afternoon, esteemed guests, proud parents, and of course, the shining stars of the day, the graduating class of 2024 from West Central High School. It's truly an honor to bring greetings and congratulations on behalf of the Board of Trustees and Division Office. First and foremost, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Graduating from high school is no small feat. It's a journey filled with, as you know, endless assignments, maybe some last-minute cramming. Anybody do some last-minute cramming, the odd time? Yeah, I saw that hand. And of course, those dreaded exams. But here you are, triumphant and ready to take on the world. As a former high school principal for many years, I can tell everyone here firsthand just about the buzz and the excitement this time of year in a high school when graduation takes place. The air practically crackles with anticipation, and it's contagious, and it makes for a really very exciting and enjoyable time of year for all of our graduates and for the school as a whole. Now, I just want to mention some survey results. I don't know how many of you filled it out, but the Board of Trustees this year sent out a survey to all of our students in the whole division, 17 schools, from Caroline to the south all the way, to Breton and Drayton Valley to the north in our division. 1,600 students filled out the survey total, and students were allowed to write some comments about what they liked best about their school. And when I summarized the West Central High School comments, the things, and you might recognize some of these, the things that you stated, your classmates and yourselves stated that were most important and what you liked best about your school were friends, the school staff, and a smorgasbord of courses and extracurricular activities. And that's what you said you liked best about your school. And hey, it sounds like West Central is the place to be. Who wouldn't want to spend their days surrounded by awesome friends, inspiring school staff, and more extracurriculars than you can shake a stick at? And let's not forget about the Alberta Education Assurance Measures. These are measures that are done by the province of Alberta, Alberta Education, for the whole, every school in the province. And at West Central High School, this school's been knocking it out of the park when it comes to diploma exam results. Their average for this high school is higher not only than the Wild Rose School Division average, but higher than the provincial average on high school diploma results. It's a credit to the hardworking staff, the diligent students, and the support they get from their family and friends in this community. And so I just want to congratulate all of you on that. And I guess it's for me to say to the graduating class, you're not just leaving high school. You're leaving with a rock-solid academic foundation filled with memories and friendships and extracurricular skills that will last a lifetime. So on behalf of everyone at Wild Rose School Division, Central Office, and the Board of Trustees, congratulations. God bless each one of you, and please enjoy this opportunity today to celebrate all you've achieved. Cheers to the class of 2024.
In attendance, representing West Central High School, Principal Miss Megan Brown and Vice Principal Ms. Catherine Curry. And now let's give a big Rocky Mountain House welcome to our Principal Miss Megan Brown.
Oh boy, am I nervous. Every year, I stand up here and I'm shocked and amazed at you. You are beautiful and handsome and a group of such lovely human beings. You made it. You made it here today. There's no coincidence that my story at West Central started with this class. Before I even started in this school, I had met a number of you on my first visit. And lo and behold, call it fate or call it karma, I started out in my mixed role of SSF and VP with a group of 120 grade 10s who are exactly like me. Surprise, that was you guys. We have spent a lot of time together in classrooms and hallways, in the gym, in the library, and in the office. Right from the get-go, you let me get away with my awesome jokes and welcomed me in, some of you with open arms and others it took some time. And now I stand here as principal knowing that although you are just one chapter in my book here, you are a special one. I look at you today with admiration, respect, and a tiny bit of terror, as I know you are a class that will go on to make big changes in this world. I have written and rewritten this speech time and time again, with the last rendition being at about 3 a.m. this morning. Typical. This class of grade 12s keeping me up at night. I don't exactly have the words in the right places to inspire you. I've tried, trust me. But what I will do as usual is spin you a web. Stay with me here. I want to talk to you about quests. A quest can be defined as a long and arduous search for something, sometimes even treasure, and you are all on one. You are somewhere between chapter 4 and 5 of a great story. This is a good place to be. We, as your audience, are right in the middle of where things get exciting, where the main character really gets going, where the main character becomes a beloved person we all cheer for on their quests. And I mean you. You are the main characters. Main characters have a very important job. They have to. They keep the story going. And remember those plot diagrams now? The ones you've been drawing since 3rd grade? The ones you moaned and groaned about? They paint a picture. You know the one. You begin, you rise, you conquer, you fall, and you settle out. You are each at a different point on that, but today your dots overline. I'm not an expert. In fact, I'm not even the smartest person in this room, but I am also a main character in a story, which means I've been where you are. And for you to get through this chapter, continue on this quest, I'd like to give you some advice. On your quest as main characters, learn. Don't ever accept that you have nothing left to learn, that you know everything about anything. As we have been reminded this year, painfully never leave home without a book. Life is boring as an expert. You all have such big brains. Use them, and use them wisely. If you get thirsty in your story, thirst for knowledge, get out there and be the best version of yourself. You all want to change this system. It's part of your quest, so do it. I challenge you. In fact, me as my own main character is waiting for this to happen so I can level up. Main characters travel whenever and wherever they can, and a trip to Blackfalds can teach you just as much as a trip to Australia. But the main character follows the treasure, be whatever it is. Go, explore, adventure. Do not be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Get to know that there is a big world out there waiting for you. However, there is also always a spot for the main character at home with their family. And although it might mean taking a second look at things, we are a family, and you will always have a home here at West Central. There will be a chapter in your book where you, as the main character, have to learn that life is hard. This is also part of the quest. Some of you already may know this, and some of you will sit in waiting. It might sound dark and scary now, but I promise you life is worth the hard part. I'm not going to tell you that the main character gets out easy or everything works out, but I will tell you that the main character learns to laugh and appreciate magical moments regardless. A sunset is just as beautiful as a sunrise, and darkness is just as magical as light. You will learn this. In fact, a main character will lean into this and use it to their advantage. Embracing both the good and bad will only help you be more prepared on your quests. Main characters learn that an act of kindness, a smile, and a good attitude will get you further than anything else in life, even pure dumb luck. So many of you have asked me what being an adult is truly like, and what I can tell you is that it is no different than being a kid on the quest. We just know the treasure we look for is happiness. However, also as main characters, you have to endure a sad chapter or two. And here is where our stories aligned on our quests. You as graduates, and me as a teacher. One you all learned too soon. There was a lesson we all learned this year as part of our stories, and one you all learned too soon. One we, as elder main characters, hope to protect you from, and one that we all watched you navigate with your beautiful hearts, your clever minds, and your everlasting spirits as true main characters do. And that is that life is short. What you need to take from it from this day forward and through all of your lives and the rest of your quest is to look for the treasure, the happiness always. And I, who is not the main character in your stories, give you one task as you leave West Central High School, and it is to always remain on this pursuit. Main characters who make it through continuously look for good. This actually comes naturally to you all. Please promise me you will never forget this. The world can be so cruel, and all of you main characters can conquer that and change that because I've seen it already. Pinky promised me you will never forget who you were here at West Central on your quest, what kind of character. Keep your spirit, keep your drive, keep your understanding, and keep on fighting for what you know is right. The world needs movers and shakers, and there are, give or take, a few 120 of them sitting in front of me right now. As our story here ends together, I leave you with wise words. It's not a goodbye, it's just a see you later. Please always know that we are cheering you on wherever you are. Come back and fill us in. We've been eagerly awaiting for your next chapters. I am so proud that each and every one of you are characters in my quest, part of my story, a chapter I will never forget. Congratulations, class of 2024. You are starting a new chapter today and closing one of mine. Your books are just getting started. Make it a good read. Cheers, guys. Go on and hear me like a broken record in the back of your minds. Make good choices.
All right. The second pair of winners for the Flower Power giveaway today, Tanika Smallboy and Clea Fabrois. We now enter the salutes part of the graduation ceremony. The purpose of the salutes for the students of the graduating class is to acknowledge the contributions of teachers, parents, caregivers, and guardians in their lives. To give the salute to the teachers, please welcome Orion Dunlop and Carter Legacy.
You got this. Ladies, gentlemen, friends, family, esteemed faculty, and fellow graduates, I'd like to start by saying we made it. Today is a day to celebrate the accomplishments of these special individuals, friends, children, grandchildren. Whatever they are to you, we're all standing here today because of their hard work and the dedication of their teachers. As we stand here on the starting line of our own adventures, we'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have guided and shaped us into the young adults you see before you. Today, we have the honor of toasting the remarkable teachers who have played an important role in preparing us for whatever the future holds. When I was told I had to try to express the thanks that these individuals deserve, I wonder why I had to get voted. Then I remembered all the times I was accused of being a teacher's pet or a suck-up ever since elementary school. You know who you are. So I guess this was my destiny. The second issue I ran into is that I had no idea how to create a message that truly expressed how important teachers have been. No matter how I word it, or if I use 1,000 examples, your impact will still be understated. I fear any answer will come up short or not show the gratitude we as students as a whole have for you. Teachers, you are the heroes that don't get recognized nearly enough. The impact you have on our lives is unmatched, providing us all with better tools to better ourselves, not only giving us knowledge, but also your time. Hours of work without thanks or reward, passion, sympathy, and energy, even if it's fueled by coffee. This commitment to our education is admirable, as no matter the situation, you give us all an equal opportunity for growth and the chance to become better humans. You've stuck with us throughout our school careers, throughout our highs and lows, forgetting our weakest moments and praising our highest, always there to compliment an increase in grades or just a change in attitude. I can attest to this, as I remember coming into high school thinking how much I sucked at language arts. I always doubted my writing and never believed that it could be anything more than a bland combination of mediocre words jumbled together. However, throughout high school, I have been encouraged by our language arts teachers to believe in and trust my writing, to develop a voice and use it a way to convey ideas or paint an image, to be an artist with letters, not just a writer. This greenlighting of ideas gave me a new outlook on how I could approach language arts, with it becoming my favorite class and in turn, my best academic class as well. One specific example of this was this year's language arts. We had to write a story about an event in our lives. I wrote a paper about an issue with my pet pigs with no hopes of it doing well, just because I thought it was funny. The story ended up getting read to the whole class as an example of creative writing, and it made everyone laugh, finally proving that I could write something worth reading. This seems like the smallest action, but actions like these are deeper than you might think. That validation of writing sparked something in me, and I have been writing for fun since then.
This is not just an LA. Every compliment or breakthrough, no matter the size, has an impact that is crucial to all of us. Every time you help us and see the face of realization, it is not just a learning experience, but a confidence boost as well. Without knowing it, you have been our cheerleaders and are always in our corner. Thank you for your patience, your wisdom, and your unwavering belief in us. You have equipped us with knowledge and skills we need to face the future with. More importantly, you have inspired us to be curious, to question, and to continue learning throughout our lives. Again, I want to thank you all for the honor of being able to express our thanks to the teacher, staff, and others who have made us into the fine young adults we are sitting here today. As Carter said, we appreciate every single one of you for being here to support us. I want to take a second to look back at the years even before high school. I grew up here in Rocky and experienced Lochern Elementary, Pioneer Middle School, and now to add to my list, West Central High School. We have spent 18,720 hours together from kindergarten to grade 12, which correlates to 780 days, or 111 weeks, or, to get even fancier, 25.6 months. But as you all know, attendance wasn't really my strong suit, so I would cut that number in half. Just kidding, sorry, Mom. Spending that much time together has given us all an opportunity for getting to know each other and creating these relationships that we cherish, and we will have countless memories to one day pass on to our own kids. From those long and difficult years of yearning for this day specifically, I'm now able to look back and recognize and appreciate the things I didn't see until a few days leading up to grad. You guys as teachers spent every waking day making sure us as students were provided a happy, healthy education. School is filled with struggles such as finding your choice of career, creating meaningful relationships, and growing out of our once childlike behaviors, which some of us still have to do. Out of the time I spent at school wishing for it to be over, I will admit, and please keep this a secret, I am sad to see it all over. I don't know what I will do with my spare time now that I can't bug Mrs. Allman with my stupidly weird and bizarre what-if questions, or which office staff I will go to each morning because I either forget my Chromebook password or my locker code. This is a late but needed apology. After all, the time I spent here was a huge fraction of my life so far, and I know as much as I want to refuse to admit it, I really will miss you guys, and we as the 2024 graduating class appreciate you.
As we leave this chapter behind and step into the next, let us carry forward the lessons that you have taught us all. Let us strive to be as passionate, as dedicated, and as impactful as you have been, to try to reflect on some of the important lessons you have taught us. If all of us put half the effort into our own ventures that you invested into us, we'll be successful no matter what we end up doing. Thank you, teachers. A simple statement that has so many stories, memories, and emotions behind it.
Thank you for always being there for us.
For acting as a guiding force in our lives, a compass pointing us in the right direction.
For always finding a way to make us laugh or suppress a tear.
Involving all of us, not excluding or judging.
For creating an environment that feels safe.
For believing in us. Please join us in raising a glass for our teachers. Before we say one final thank you, I'd like all the students to reflect on their favorite school memories and what teachers it was attached to. To those who have guided us, supported us, and believed in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. To the mentors who have shaped our minds and our futures. To the teachers who have made a lasting difference.
To our teachers,
thank you and cheers.
You did it, bro. You're shaking.
I want to get off the stage.
With the teacher's reply, please welcome our very own Mrs. Stasia Allman.
Thank you. Dear class of 2024, I'd like to thank Orion and Carter for their heartfelt remarks. Carter commented on our time and energy being given with no expectation of thanks or reward. I appreciate this sentiment so much, but what he perhaps doesn't see is that our thanks is in the daily interactions, the in-jokes, the heart-to-heart conversations, the special moments, and our reward is in knowing you. Today we celebrate your success, and I hope you know that we will remain beside you in spirit, encouraging you on even beyond the walls of West Central. I've often joked that I raised this particular class, as I've taught many of you all the way from the beginning of grade 9 right up until this day. While it is a joke, I hope that we all, have really played some role in the adults that you have become. Our school motto is perseverance, desire, and attitude, and that has truly exemplified this graduating class. You have certainly faced some unique challenges. You started during the COVID years, and I think it felt like we were out of school more than we were in for much of your grade 9 year. That means that you started high school at a significant disadvantage. While the world was holding its breath, the normal experiences of adolescence ground to something of a halt. For those of us past a certain age, I think the time went quickly. It felt like a momentary pause and it was over in a blink. But for you, this became a huge part of your formative years and set a tone for your high school experience. I didn't realize until it was over how much you had missed out on, and this was the first I saw of your resilience and your perseverance in the face of setbacks. You stuck it out, you weathered the storm, and when it was all over, you were still here. Grade 10 was a whole new experience. The newness of grade 9 had worn off, but you were still a long way from that promised light at the end of the tunnel. This was a prime time for shenanigans, hijinks, and various tomfoolery. A brave but slightly clumsy student playing Mercutio's death scene in a classroom skit is lucky to have survived his own misadventured, piteous overthrows. Another discovered that snorting hand sanitizer was actually a terrible idea. And does anyone remember the International Devious Licks Challenge? This had students all over Canada playing various tricks on their teachers and filming their reactions. In my class, small things started to disappear from my room. A pen, my stapler, a book. And the problem is, I literally didn't notice. How disappointing that must have been to my pranksters. I believe eventually they ended up with a houseplant, a lamp, and a sombrero before it became apparent that my room was somewhat tidier. When I finally figured it out, we all had a good laugh and my missing items mysteriously returned to their rightful place. I had a lot of fun in those days, and these were marked by your attitude. You came prepared with a sense of fun, a good-natured mischievousness, and a desire to make much of your time and embrace the joy to be found in every day. Grade 11 arrived with noticeable advancement towards adulthood. You settled into your studies more, started thinking about your future and moving toward it. This was the year when we saw various talents develop. Those of you who are athletes threw yourselves into your sports teams and competitions with ferocity and vigor. Many of you dropped some athletic pursuits to focus more intensely on the ones you were really passionate about, and I believe this has resulted in some exciting scholarship offers. Those of you who are artists got really serious about band, drama, and art. You were a uniquely creative group of individuals, and even outside the bounds of formal concerts and productions, your teachers were often entertained by projects, skits, and the writing that you did for class. On one occasion, someone asked me how far his artistic license could extend. I may have answered, just don't get me fired. Many of you turned your talents towards skills in CTS and produced masterpieces of your own in foods, cosmetology, fab, and shop. Some of you went to skills and spent many, many hours and weekends after school practicing to perfect your craft with work that was meticulous and exacting. This too has inspired hobbies, careers, and professions that may not have been earlier dreamed of. All of these pursuits show the desire you have to make your life what you want it to be. Grade 12 brought a flurry of new changes, choices of what you'd be pursuing after school, big decisions about where you would go in your next adventures. Things were getting serious. There were decisions to be made. There were difficult courses to be handled. Through it all, you still found some time for fun. I had the pleasure of traveling as a chaperone on a trip to Europe that many of our students took. It was a delight seeing you put all those skills together, to speak bits of languages foreign to you, to see the gracious way you interacted with people of different cultures, to witness your enthusiasm in experiencing many of the things you had previously learned about. One of you even mustered the courage to walk into a very high-end Parisian store and buy a pair of Versace sunglasses like any other rich and well-heeled European would do. And finally, this week, in a throwback to the escapades of the past, you really cut loose with some innocent fun at school. Somehow my car mostly, I wrote avoided, but then I realized I was wrong and had to change it to mostly, avoided the toilet paper attack. Thank you. But I did have a student come in and say, I have to run home and change. I'm soaking wet and have slip and slide soap in my eyes. So here we are now. Seated before me, I can see the embodiment of perseverance, attitude, and desire. We, your teachers, are proud to have been a part of that and played some role in watching you grow up. You have tested my patience. You have challenged my expertise. You have changed my perspective, and in some cases, my classroom. Cody, before you go, I'm gonna need you to stop by and get all those magnets off of the top of my door frame. I can't reach them. And so from all of us, congratulations and thank you. I am going to leave you with a line that one of you once said to me. I'm really going to miss this class. There isn't a day I haven't laughed.
Well, being a parent, it is a heroic act. As I am currently finding out, being a parent of a teenager sometimes makes me feel less than heroic. Indeed, we as parents often become an embarrassment. So congratulations to us parents who embarrass our kids in a way that shows them just how much we love them. To give the salute to the parents, please welcome Victor Sol.
Okay. There's a lot more people here than I thought. Okay. Parents, guardians, teachers, distinguished guests, and grads. Today, we come together not only to celebrate our academic achievements, but to honor the unwavering support, the dedication of the parents who have guided us along our academic journey. This momentous occasion marks the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and endless encouragement. To the parents, thank you for everything you've done for us, like packing our lunch, helping us with school, paying for our stuff that I couldn't pay, and I could list off endless amount of stuff that you guys done for us. But most importantly, thank you for the love and support that you've given infinitely to each and every one of us. I want to express our deepest gratitude. You have been the steadfast pillars of support, the silent champions of the sidelines, and the unwavering source of inspiration. You have been there every step of the way, providing guidance, encouragement, and endless love. Today, as we witness the culmination of your efforts, we are reminded of the profound impact that parental support has had on the success of our grads. Your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed, and your dedication has not been in vain. You have rooted us with the values of perseverance, determination, and resilience, qualities that will serve us well as we navigate the journey ahead we call life. I want to personally thank my parents for bringing me to Canada. If we didn't move here, I probably wouldn't even been at my own grad. I would have probably been studying for my test, not even been at grad. Moving and living in Canada taught me that life wasn't easy and not everything was going to be all mellow. They sacrificed everything just so that we can have a better life in a foreign country that we knew nothing about. I'm very grateful because if I was still in Korea, sorry. Screw this, dude. If I was in Korea, we wouldn't have the same opportunities as I would have had in Canada here. I would have never played all my favorite sports that I have, and I think if I stayed in Korea, I wouldn't have had the same relationship I had with my parents. It feels like yesterday when I first stepped into my first class in grade 1, when I had Mrs. Smith. She was very scary to me when I first met her, but now she's a bit nicer now. I barely knew how to speak English, and I was a stupid, emotionally fragile Korean boy. I walked into Rocky L, and there were kids trying to get to know me, and I don't know why, but I got scared, and I thought Miss Smith was always yelling at me, and then when I got home, I was always crying for some reason. My mom, being the good mom that my mom is, she went to the classroom after school and talked to Miss Smith. It's like, why are you yelling at my kid? But, and Miss Smith would tell my mom, it's like, I don't know why he's doing that, but you got to tell him to lock in. My mom still makes fun of me, like, quite a bit for that, even after like 10 years. Years later, after I learned some English, I was about 8 years old, and me and my neighbor, we were weirdly obsessed with guns and swords. It was like the peak phase of our childhood, where we either picked being a cowboy, a ninja, or a pirate. My parents thought that was too violent for me to buy Nerf guns for me and toys like that. So being the absolute genius that I am, I would try to carve out swords from big pieces of wood. Being the 8-year-old that I am with a small brain and a small machete, I sliced open my hand, big old wound right here. I was bleeding profusely, and my other friend that was there was 7 years old, and he was no help. We were just 2 kids in a house, and one of them is bleeding like he's in a Saw movie. I was scared that my mom was gonna beat the crap out of me, so I put a little, I put a little Band-Aid on my hand and thought it was gonna be all good. My parents came home later that evening and didn't see anything. And my dad, being the PGA pro that he is, he's like, let's go to the range. So we go to a good driving range sesh, and I'm not a good golfer, so I was chunking all the balls, hurting my hand. The shock from the club went straight to my hand, and I was dying inside from the pain. The blood started seeping through my Band-Aid, come through my glove, and my mom's like, what is that? What are you doing? So I started to cry a little, and I'm like, I'm fine. And then my mom would see the hand, and she was like, that's not good. That's when I realized that my mom actually cared for me more than that's when I realized my mom cared for me more than she actually disliked me. I had 2 good outcomes from that experience. One was that I realized that my mom loves me, and the other outcome was that my mom started to get me Nerf guns. That was a win in my book. After childhood, my character arc reaches the young teen phase, and that's when my world changed and I experienced the world of Fortnite. It was like taking a bite out of the forbidden fruit. I knew I was gonna get addicted, but I still played it. This started my hardcore gaming addiction with the boys, and my parents were straight up pissed about that. I know, parents like Coles, Westons, Claytons, or PDs, or Chases, they were all the same. They were in the same shoes as my parents. We were up late every night, just having the time of our lives playing Desert Zone Wars on Fortnite. Unfortunately for my parents is that my room is directly under theirs. So when I would scream like a child because I lost the game, I would get a yell back from my parents saying, shut up. There are countless stories that I can tell you, but I can't keep you guys here forever. To my parents, thank you, Mom, for teaching me how to care and love for people, and thank you, Dad, for teaching me to show some resilience and to never back down. Once again, thank you, parents, for all of your sacrifices, hard work, and support. Your efforts will not be forgotten and will not be in vain. Also, I want to thank the parents for never showing my parents on how to use Power School. You guys are the true heroes. And I have a special message to the grads. Please don't lose the relationships you have with your family. Yes, sometimes they will piss you off, but they will always love you. Just remember that it's their first time living in this world too. I want to send off everybody with this quote that hopefully comes to your head when you think about me. A German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche said this, memento mori carpe diem, a Latin phrase that translates to, remember, death is inevitable, so make the most of life. Grads, take risks and pursue excellence. Just like the boy Chase Roberts said, send it. And just like the GOAT, the rapper Nas said, sleep is the cousin of death. Get out of the comfort zone and chase your dreams. Panthers in 6, everybody. Thank you.
Well, I think this may be the first time we revoke a graduation. Did you say Panthers in 6? Get off the stage. Parents, you are so proud of your newly independent kids and their achievements. We want them to go off in the world, yet there's still this tug of emotion. But not to worry. While they're in college, most of you will still be paying the tuition, car insurance, plane fares home, cell phone bills. They're not really gone, just temporarily absent, with constant expensive monthly reminders of their presence. Hey, you may know her as Mama Kay, Kimberly Kimmy McKimmerson, or Kuchina Kimmy. To give the reply to the students, please welcome Mrs. Kim.
Oh, that's so many people here. Whew. Okay, congratulations, class 2024. Okay? I can't believe that I'm here. My little baby Slick Victor. It seems like yesterday you were a baby in my arms, and there are many words that I could use to express the way I feel at this moment. Words that come to mind at this time are proud, amazed, and grateful. I am proud, the young man that you have grown into, amazed at your many unique talents, and grateful to be your mom. You are a true blessing to me, and you bring me heart joy. Today, you are this strong young man that has overcome so many obstacles and are now graduating. After all, you have been through a tough time, a big change, moved from South Korea to Canada, struggle with the language, the weather, the culture, the food, especially deal with a crazy mom. Busy mom. I was so thankful to see this amazing group of young people who welcomed us and made this big change a little easier. Navigating life as a teenager in grade 12 isn't easy to begin with, but this year, life threw to extra hardship. You have been made to grieve the loss of your dear friend, whose life was cut way too short. I know you are angry with this tragic accident, and I cannot possibly imagine the pain you all have been dealing with, and the weight of this loss for you to carry on your shoulders. It has been so painful to see you try to overcome this grief. This has been a lesson for you to learn way too early. But my hope is that you remember this. Live for those who have lost. Hold their memories close to your heart and push forward. In these times of darkness, lean on those you love, your friends and your families. Together, you have made it through this difficult year, and together you can make it through life. I am so proud of you all for how you have gone through this year with grace, and I look forward to continuing to watch you grow as you start the next chapter of your lives. Class 2024, enjoy life. Listen to your heart and make good choices. Good choices. And never give up on your dreams. You have always wanted to do the best in all you do. Believe in yourself and make all your dreams come true. I thank God every day for giving me the gift of having you as my son, Victor. And I am so very proud to say that I am your mom. I want to see you win. I want to see absolutely smash every single dream you have. I want to see you overcome all of the barriers you face. And I want to see you succeed. And I am your biggest fan, your top supporter. And I will be with you every single step of the way. I pray God's blessing and wisdom upon you always. I love you now and forever. Congratulations to the class of 2024. You have worked so hard to get to this point, and you are to be celebrated. Thank you.
All right, next we have a musical presentation. Please welcome to the stage Derek and the Dominoes with Aiden Miller, Brody Oscar, Derek Stewart, and Ace Wickens to perform the song Use Somebody.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you, oh, 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 off in the night while we live it up, I'm off to sleep, waging wars to shape the poet and the beat. I hope it's gonna make you notice. I hope it's gonna make you notice. Someone like me, oh, oh, oh. Someone like me, oh, oh. Someone like me, somebody, oh, oh, oh. I'm ready now, I'm ready now. Let's go. Someone like you, somebody. Someone like you somebody. I'm roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Great job, guys. Derek and the Dominoes. All right. The presentation of the roses has become a tradition here at West Central as a way for graduates to acknowledge the love and encouragement their families have provided to help them reach graduation. As the grads present their roses, we would ask that the loved ones please stand up so that your graduates can find you more easily. Grads, please come up and receive your roses from Miss Brown, Ms. Curry, with the help from Haley Jackal and Jackson Gray.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to Here's to you, you were pink or blue, and everything I wanted. Here's to you, never sleeping through, from midnight till the morning. Had to crawl before you walked, before you ran, before I knew it. You were trying to free your fingers from my hand, 'cause you could do it on your own.
Back to their spots.
Now,
A couple minutes here.
somehow,
I'll announce the Wickley winners.
slow down. Won't you stay here a minute more? I know you wanna walk through the door, but it's all too fast. Let's make it last a little while. I pointed to the sky, and now you wanna fly. I am your biggest fan. I hope you know I am. But do you think you can somehow slow down? Here's to you, every missing tooth, and every bedtime story. Here's to Barbie cars, lightsaber wars, sleeping in on Sunday. Had to crawl before you walked, before you ran, before I knew it. You were teaching me the only thing love can. Hold hands through it when it's scary. You've got me. Let's slow down. Won't you stay here a minute more? I know you wanna walk through the door, but it's all too fast. Let's make it last a little while. I pointed to the sky, and now you wanna fly. I am your biggest fan. I hope you know I am. But do you think you can somehow slow down? Please don't roll your eyes at me.
All right. The final lucky winners of the flower giveaway today are Ace Wickens and Vanessa Colford. So you may have noticed that some students are wearing extra accessories today. Students who are wearing a gold sash have received honors, which is 5 courses with an average of over 80%. And students wearing a gold cord have earned honors with distinction, which is an average over 90%. In many First Nations cultures in this territory, receiving a blanket is high honor and a recognition of achievements of the person receiving the blanket. The Métis Nation of Alberta honors Métis citizen graduates with the gifting of a sash. In this instance, the gifting of the blanket or sash acknowledges the hard work, perseverance, and commitment of the graduates and honors their accomplishment. The gifting of the blanket and sash is also meant to symbolically encourage, protect, and guide the students into their journey beyond high school. Each student who identifies as First Nations, Métis, or Inuit and chooses to be honored in this way will receive a blanket or a sash as a symbol of Wild Rose School Division's respect for the importance of celebrating graduation in a way that is meaningful in Indigenous culture and community. Today, we are privileged to be joined by Elder Mrs. Mary Waskowicz and Elder Mr. Glenn Waskowicz and Miss Tegan Fandrick, who are here to assist us on the stage in recognizing the significant achievements of our students. I would also like to invite Miss Brown back up to the stage for the presentation of the certificates. Mr. Ron Bardwell from Smart Photography is going to be photographing each student as they cross the stage. Students will receive a copy along with their group photo of the graduating class. And now, for the presentation of the certificates, Sienna Acco, receiving her blanket today. Sienna's school highlight was getting to know new people. Next year, Sienna plans to attend the Blanche MacDonald Aesthetics program in Vancouver. Her dream occupation is to become a medical esthetician specializing in Botox and filler. Receiving his blanket today, Tyrell Arkand. Tyrell's not here today, but his school highlight was going on an Oil Kings game with his grade 6 class. Next year, Tyrell plans to get his own place. His dream occupation is unsure at this time. Receiving their sash, Alex Baker. Alex's school highlight was the Europe trip. Next year, Alex plans to attend the University of Alberta for sociology. Her dream occupation is to work in the health sector helping people with addictions. Receiving their blanket today, Isabel Baker. Isabel's school highlight was being able to meet new friends in her last year of high school. Next year, Isabel plans to work and save money so she doesn't need to work during college. Her dream occupation is to become a film producer so she can create advertisements, music videos, and short films. Vanessa Barrett. Vanessa's school highlight was in grade 9 when she threatened to push Dawson Roots off of a railing. But ever since, they've been friends. Next year, Vanessa plans to move to Kelowna and attend college. Her dream occupation is to work on a cruise ship. Kyra Bates. Kyra's school highlight was all the field trips through the years. Next year, Kyra plans to move to Lethbridge to attend college. Her dream occupation is to become a massage therapist who also specializes in medical aesthetics and to own her own salon. Colby Began. Colby's school highlight was probably when everyone would go on a field trip. Next year, Colby plans to get money. His dream occupation is to become rich and to be Batman. Bauer Bennett. Bauer's school highlight was group drives and hanging out with friends. Next year, Bauer plans to take a year off to go to school. His dream occupation is to become a heavy-duty mechanic. Jan Daniel Bonilla. JD's school highlight was getting closer with friends. Next year, JD plans to be making stacks. His dream is to travel the world and drive fast cars. Cadence Braun. Cadence's school highlight was playing grounders with everyone in elementary school. Next year, Cadence plans to take a break and then get her tattoo license. Her dream occupation is to become a tattoo artist or an esthetician. Bea Bagarin. Bea's school highlight was the Zuby Safari trip in grade 3 and being amazed by seeing different kinds of animals in person for the first time. Next year, she plans to further her education and attend college. Her dream occupation is to become a nurse and show people that she cares. Brian Bullinati. Brian's school highlight was moving to Canada. Next year, Brian plans to start culinary education. His dream occupation is to become a culinary expert. Caden Bunny. Caden's school highlight was the final game against Pinoca when they went the whole year undefeated. Next year, Caden plans to attend NATE for the construction program. His dream occupation is to build homes. Jace Butler. Jace's school highlight was walking out the front door after graduation. Next year, Jace plans to travel and work. His dream occupation is to do whatever makes him the most money. Emerson Carl. Emmy's school highlight was summer, long weekends, and weekends. Next year, Emerson plans to work and attend school. Her dream occupation is to become a teacher. Danae Carnahan. Danae's school highlight was slideshow night with her friends at the end of grade 11. Next year, she plans to go to the thriving metropolis of Three Hills for Next Generation Ministry. Her dream occupation is to work with kids in camp or youth ministry and be able to share Jesus with them. Micah Chatney. Micah's school highlight was when a couple of his friends snuck back into class and hid under a desk. They waited a bit and eventually heard the teacher come in to find their other two friends, but they weren't caught. Next year, Micah plans to take a gap year and hopefully make bank. His dream occupation is to document his travels through cinematography or photography in hopes of sharing his experiences with others and helping people in any situation. Lucas Challand. Lucas's school highlight was skipping school and hanging out with his friends. Next year, Lucas plans to take a year off to figure out life. His dream occupation is to become a stockbroker. Ashton Chapchuk. Ashton's school highlight was bringing his Xbox to the library and playing horror games and scaring all of his friends. Next year, Ashton plans to maybe work at West Fraser. His dream occupation is to become a programmer. Isaac Chartrand. Isaac's school highlight was messing around with friends throughout the years. Next year, Isaac plans to attend trade school in Edmonton. His dream occupation is to become an automotive technician and own his own shop. Charlie Chevalier. Charlie's school highlight was the gym. Next year, Charlie plans to work. His dream occupation is to become a cat operator. Vanessa Colford. Vanessa's school highlight was when her and Ashlyn got caught stealing from the book fair in elementary. Next year, Vanessa would love to move back to New Brunswick with her family. Her dream occupation is to become a psychiatrist to help people because she knows how it feels to feel alone. Madison Colwell. Madison's school highlight was going to Camp Evergreen in grade 5. Next year, Madison plans to attend the Red Deer Polytechnic and take a Bachelor of Arts in psychology or sociology. Her dream occupation is to do something in the world of psychology, and in the far future, Dad, become a mom. Paige Curry. Paige has too many school highlights to choose from. Next year, Paige plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic in kinesiology. Her dream occupation is to become a chiropractor. Kayla Doyle. Kayla's school highlight was meeting new people, who are now her lifelong friends. Next year, Kayla plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic to achieve her medical lab assistant certificate. Her dream occupation is to be financially free and sleep in whenever she wants. Orion Dunlop. Orion's school highlight was when Mrs. Soppet dumped out Carter's desk because it was so messy. Next year, Orion plans to hopefully sleep in more and start college. Her dream occupation is to become an addictions counselor and start her own rehabilitation program. Carter Elmquist. Carter's school highlight was nap time in kindergarten and leaving in grade 12. Next year, Carter plans to travel. His dream occupation is not to have to work. Rihanna Evans. Brianna's school highlight was getting to experience it all, the ups and downs, making friends, playing sports, and actually doing schoolwork. Next year, she plans to take a gap year, make lots of money, travel, and live her life. Her dream occupation is to become an architect or interior designer. Clea Fabroa. Clea's school highlight was school field trips and other activities that required going outside the school. Next year, she plans to go to a post-secondary school. Her dream occupation is to become something in the medical field. Jaylyn Finkbeiner. Jaylyn's school highlight was meeting all her amazing friends. Next year, Jaylyn plans to save up some money, take a gap year, and enjoy the free time. Her dream occupation is to work towards becoming a professional body piercer. Lucas Flagg. Lucas's school highlight was all the drives and adventures with friends during high school. For next year, Lucas hasn't made any plans yet. His dream occupation is to travel the whole world, help a bunch of people, and make new music while somehow making money doing all of these things. Charlie Franklin. Charlie's school highlight has been hanging out with her friends through the years. Next year, Charlie plans to figure out what she wants to do in life and upgrade some of her classes. Her dream occupation is to work in healthcare. Jessie Gulliford. Jesse's school highlight was working in the wood shop and field trips. Next year, Jesse plans to find a job. His dream occupation is to find work in the woodworking field. Ava Hall. Ava's school highlight was going home. Next year, Ava plans to work the first half of the year and then backpack around Thailand. Her dream occupation is to have a career in business management and accounting as a chief executive officer of a major company. Haley Hall. Haley's school highlight was hanging with friends. Next year, Haley plans to work and attend college. Her dream occupation is to work at a water treatment plant and in the field of art animation. Ben Heaton. Ben's school highlight was graduating. Next year, Ben plans to apprentice for an electrician. His dream occupation is to become an electrician. Kalika Hermery. Kalika's school highlight was all the times that she did nothing and still passed. Next year, Kalika plans to do stuff that she likes. Her dream occupation is to be a tattoo artist and own a cafe. Faith Holmes. Faith's school highlight was the grade 7 class field trip to the Drumheller Museum. Next year, Faith plans to work and upgrade her schooling. Her dream occupation is to become a vet assistant. Haley Honderbrink. Haley's school highlight was skipping school to buy farm equipment. Next year, Haley plans to take agricultural management at Olds College. Her dream occupation is to become a farmer and a stay-at-home mom. Landon Hovind. Landon's school highlight was grade 10 social class and working in the hallway and hanging out with friends. Next year, Landon plans to move out and get a better job. His dream occupation is to find a job that pays well. Cody Jameson. Cody's school highlight was lunch every single day. Next year, Cody plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan. His dream occupation is to become a geologist. Danica Jennings. Danica's school highlight was meeting her friends and going on the Europe trip. Italy was her favorite. Next year, Danica plans to go out and see the world and surround herself with books. Her dream occupation is to own her own book cafe where people can just relax and pick up a good book. Lene Jeppy. Lene's school highlight was hanging out with friends. Next year, Lene plans to take a gap year to figure out what she wants to do. Her dream occupation is to be financially free and be able to travel the world. Clayton Johnson. Clayton's school highlight was anytime before COVID. Next year, Clayton plans to work and go to school. His dream is to be a professional blackjack player. Demorian Johnson. Demorian's school highlight was getting caught trying to steal gum with his friends in grade 3. Next year, Demorian plans to move to BC and work with family or find a passion for further schooling. His dream occupation is to become an engineer or architect because you can let your creativity run. Gus Johnson. Gus's school highlight was off-roading in Zachary's Lincoln and getting stuck for 6 hours, resulting in missing a unit exam. Next year, Gus plans to attend college. His dream occupation is to become a teacher, business owner, or to be part of a school admin team. Tegan Johnson. Tegan's school highlight was growing up with everyone. Next year, Tegan plans to travel as much as she can. Her dream occupation is to become an ultrasound tech. Callie Jolliffe. Callie's school highlight was playing at the park with friends, especially grounders. Next year, Callie plans to take a gap year, then start studying to be a vet tech or to get her helicopter and motorcycle license. Her dream occupation is to become a large animal vet and live on a big farm. Maddie Jolliffe. Maddie's school highlight was going on drives with her friends. Next year, Maddie plans to attend university. Her dream occupation is undecided, but something she will enjoy doing. Ezra Kidd. Ezra's school highlight was Micah dislocating his knee in grade 9. Next year, Ezra plans to work and save money for college. His dream occupation is to become an engineer. Parker Klatt. Parker's school highlight was many snowboarding trips with his friends. Next year, Parker plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic to apprentice in heavy-duty equipment mechanic and also work. His dream occupation is to get his heavy-duty mechanic Red Seal and then his crane-operating Red Seal. Carter Legacy. Carter's school highlight was the Ottawa band trip in grade 7 and any gym class. Next year, Carter plans to take a gap year and try to get into a medical internship through Careers Alberta, and if not, then just work. His dream occupation is to become a doctor or something in the medical field so he can help people. Rio Leach. Rio's school highlight was class with ants. Next year, Rio plans to go to college and travel. His dream occupation is to be a stay-at-home dad. Sky Lomax. Sky's school highlight was being Greta's best friend all the way from kindergarten to grade 12. Next year, Sky plans to take a gap year and travel. Her dream occupation is to become a nurse. Liam McDonald. Liam's school highlight was foods class in grade 12. Next year, Liam plans to take a gap year. His dream occupation is to become a heavy-duty equipment operator. Receiving his blanket today, Kenyon Mackinaw. Kenyon's school highlight was winning first place in band with Carter and Wyatt. Next year, Kenyon plans to get his own place and be an electrician. His dream occupation is to become an electrician. Mark Malthouse. Mark's school highlight was Mr. Sem's corny jokes that made math tolerable. Next year, Mark plans to attend the University of Calgary geography program. His dream occupation has yet to be decided. Maya Maxwell. Maya's school highlight was beating the crap out of a bunch of boys who wouldn't leave my friend alone in second grade. Next year, she plans to attend the University of Concordia in Edmonton. Her dream occupation is to become a chemist. Philip Mayer. Philip's school highlight was driving down trails they shouldn't have with friends and in cars that were not built for that. Next year, Philip plans to make as much as possible and spend time with family. His dream occupation is to have his own mechanic shop that doesn't take advantage of people who have no knowledge of vehicles. Will he be the first? Cadence McGrath. Cadence's school highlight was spending time with friends. Next year, Cadence plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic. Her dream occupation is to become a healthcare professional. Marcus McKinley. Marcus's school highlight was dislocating his knee in basketball. Next year, Marcus plans to attend trade school. His dream occupation is to become a welder. Braden McKinnon. Braden's school highlight was the grade 11 bus trip to the Bauer Mall. Next year, Braden plans to attend college. His dream occupation is to become the first rapper on the moon. Weston McNutt. Weston's school highlight was recess in elementary school. Next year, Weston plans to work. His dream occupation is to become a professional sports bettor. Receiving their blanket today, Callie Mead. Callie's school highlight was making friends. Next year, Callie plans to go back to school. Her dream occupation is to become a nurse. Ryan Malanchuk. Ryan's school highlight was helping with Remembrance Day ceremony. Next year, Ryan plans to take a break and focus more on life. His dream occupation is to become a video game developer, as his passion is video games. Lexus Miller Gabler. Lexus's school highlight was playing on the field or being in the halls hanging out with friends. Next year, she plans to attend SAIT. Her dream occupation is to become a paramedic. Marshawn Miller. Marshall's school highlight was grade 10 science class. Next year, he plans to continue his football journey with the Calgary Colts and then play in the States. His dream occupation is to become drafted into the Canadian Football League. Receiving their blanket today, Austin Mind. Austin's school highlight was making so many friends. Next year, Austin plans to attend art classes at college. His dream occupation is to become an artist. Cole Morley. Cole's school highlight was when Victor clotheslined himself on a badminton net. Next year, Cole plans to work, build his truck, and play hockey. His dream occupation is undecided. Sarah Moser. Sarah's school highlight was the people that she met and the memories made throughout the years. Next year, Sarah plans to take a year off to work in the States. Her dream occupation is to do something with sports, medicine, and therapy. Neela Nicole. Neela's school highlight was seeing all the kids that she went to kindergarten with get to graduate with her today. Next year, she plans to move out and attend Olds College. Her dream occupation is to become a veterinarian technician. Brody Oscar. Brody's school highlight was the grade 11 band trip to Red Deer. Next year, Brody plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic for an education degree. His dream occupation is to become a chemistry teacher. Austin Peets. Austin's school highlight was getting caught trying to steal bubble gum in grade 5. Next year, Austin plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic. His dream occupation is to become an electrician. Donald Pitcher. Donald's school highlight was finally reaching the end of school. Next year, Donald will work more. His dream occupation is to become a heavy-duty mechanic. Zachary Ponto. Zachary's school highlight was driving with his friends into a mud hole and getting stuck for 6 hours. Next year, Zach plans to attend a university in Eastern Canada. His dream occupation is to become an aerospace engineer or political attaché. Natasha Primo. Natasha's school highlight was pranking teachers along the way. Next year, Natasha plans to have adventures around the world and start tattooing. Her dream occupation is to become a tattoo artist. Receiving their blanket today, Jennifer Redcalf. Jennifer's school highlight was building a battery-powered car made out of cardboard, hot glue, and bottle caps in grade 6. She felt so proud of herself. Next year, Jennifer plans to apply for college to have a better understanding of the courses that she will take in university. Her dream occupation is in the business, finance, or engineering field. Receiving their blanket today, Keanu Redcalf LaBelle. Keanu's school highlight was in grade 6 when he went to Callaway Park. Next year, Keanu plans to work hard and support his family. His dream occupation is undecided, and he will just let life guide him. Chase Roberts. Chase enjoyed spending his time anywhere but the classroom. Parking lot memories with the boys will forever be cherished. Chase was going to be the world's best plumber and was working towards this goal. Laurel Rodkey. Laurel's school highlight was debating with Mr. Cadrain whether swans have emotions or not. Next year, Laurel plans to attend the University of the Calgary Arts Program, expand her creative horizons, and save money to travel. Her dream occupation is to be a freelance artist, illustrator, or author and share her stories and passion with the world, one drawing at a time. Landon Roker. Landon's school highlight was cruising and hanging out with friends and getting good grades. Next year, Landon plans to travel to Tokyo and then make lots of money. His dream occupation is to open his own mechanic restoration shop, and if that doesn't work, then he will become a stunt pilot. Receiving their blanket today, Dawson Roots. Dawson's school highlight was meeting Vanessa Barrett, and she threatened to push her off the railing, and they've been friends ever since. Next year, Dawson plans to attend Lethbridge College. Her dream occupation is to work towards having her own practice as a psychiatrist. Austin Roy. Austin's school highlight was skipping and going to Crimson with friends. Next year, Austin plans to work. His dream occupation is to own his own company. Portia Seitz. Portia's school highlight was all of grade 10. Next year, Portia plans to move to Calgary. Her dream occupation is to become a real estate agent or forensic psychologist. Rain Sinker. Rain's school highlight was graduating and never coming back. Next year, Rain plans to kickstart her career as a trophy wife by lounging around in cute outfits and bathing suits as much as possible. Her dream occupation is to be a stay-at-home wife, preferably to a husband that's rich enough to hire a full-time maid. Blaze Sarnicki. Blaze's school highlight was spending time with friends. Next year, she plans to travel. Her dream occupation is to become an esthetician. English is hard. Taylor Sheldrake. Taylor's school highlight was meeting her boyfriend. Next year, Taylor plans to attend cosmetology college. Her dream occupation is to become a hairstylist. Receiving their blanket today, Tanika Smallboy. Tanika's school highlight was stepping out of her comfort zone and making friends. Next year, Tanika plans to move to Saanich, BC for post-secondary school. Her dreams of opening up a cafe in BC and going to culinary school and reaching her goals. Brianna Spratt. Brianna's school highlight was meeting new people and spending time with friends. Next year, Brianna plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic in the Bachelor of Psychology program. Her dream occupation is to become a clinical psychologist. Derek Stewart. Derek's school highlight was the field trip to Crimson Lake in the middle of school. Next year, Derek plans to find a job and start playing music more. His dream occupation is to become a luthier and a respected musician. Victor Saul. Victor's school highlight was when he went to school on a snow day and played dodgeball the whole day long. Next year, Victor plans to travel. His dream occupation is to become a pilot. Brody Taylor. Brody's school highlight was the Edmonton Oil Kings hockey game in grade 6. Next year, Brody plans to attend a trade school. His dream occupation is to become a welder. Christina Cheer. Christina's school highlight was getting to know the friends that she has now. Next year, Christina plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic in the Biological Science program. Her dream occupation is to become a veterinarian. Seth Thompson. Seth's school highlight was the Drumheller field trip in grade 6. Next year, Seth plans to travel somewhere cheap and warm. His dream occupation is to live close to the ocean with his dog. Ayla Titford. Ayla's school highlight was going to Camp Evergreen in grade 5. Next year, Ayla plans to go to college. Her dream occupation is to become a medical lab and x-ray technician. Sierra Underhill. Sierra's school highlight was Grade 5 Camp Evergreen field trip. Next year, Sierra plans to attend the Red Deer Polytechnic for her Medical Lab Tech Assistant Certificate. Her dream occupation is to become a millionaire. Lydia Van Ginkel. Lydia's school highlight was finding ways to amuse herself and her friends during the boring recesses of grade 9. Next year, Lydia plans to attend Red Deer Polytechnic for an animal science diploma. Her dream occupation is to be a stay-at-home mom on a farm or own a bakery. Ariana Van Haren. Ariana's school highlight was Mr. Balter's bad chemistry jokes and antics, such as casually saying, "I'm so hungry, I could eat a small child." That's probably illegal, though. Next year, Ariana plans to attend the University of Alberta, taking education with a major in biology and a minor in chemistry. Her dream occupation is to complete her master's and eventually teach at a university. Naomi Verkamaki. Naomi's school highlight was making friends and memories along the way. Next year, Naomi plans to join the Navy and explore as much of the world as possible. Her dream occupation is to become an astrochemist. Lexis Waringa. Lexis' school highlight was meeting all the people she had met through her journey. Next year, she plans to move back to Ontario and attend college. Her dream occupation is to become a social worker. Kaylee Waugh. Kaylee's school highlight was Camp Evergreen. Next year, Kaylee plans to attend college. Her dream occupation is to become a child social worker. Receiving their blanket today, Lucas Weisenmeyer. Lucas's school highlight was going to the dollar store at lunch. Next year, Lucas plans to work. His dream occupation is to become president. Addison West. Addison's school highlight was that she met some amazing people in her school days. Next year, Addison plans to attend Lakeland College and receive her animal health sciences to become a registered vet tech. Her dream occupation is to become an equine specialist vet. Wyatt Westland. Wyatt's school highlight was when the bell rang. Next year, Wyatt plans to have a gap year in travel. His dream occupation is classified. Receiving their sash today, Jordan Whitaker. Jordan's school highlight was being with my friends. Next year, Jordan plans to work as a chef apprentice and attend Red Deer Polytechnic for the 3-year apprenticeship program. Her dream occupation is to work to become a chef and own her own restaurant. Ace Wickens. Ace's school highlight was telling jokes with his friends at lunch. Next year, Ace plans to take the year off and continue to be a musician. His dream occupation is to become a musician, singer, and songwriter. Kieran Wilhite. Kieran's school highlight was trying his best to succeed in school to become the person that he is today. Next year, Kieran plans to attend Olds College in the heavy-duty mechanic program. His dream occupation is to become a heavy-duty mechanic. Athena Williams. Athena's school highlight was going to Europe. Next year, she plans to attend SAIT for Culinary Arts. Her dream occupation is to own her own restaurant and eventually grow it across Canada. Receiving their blanket today, Kaylin Willier. Kaylin's school highlight was the Halloween dance in junior high. Next year, Kaylin plans to move into her own home, go to a ton of music concerts, and travel to Costa Rica again. Her dream occupation is to become a professional rock star. Elisa Winchell. Elisa's school highlight was going to Camp Evergreen in grade 5. Next year, she plans to work for a year. Her dream occupation is to become a World War I and World War III historian, writer, and Viking historian. Greta Winchell. Greta's school highlight was playing sports, especially basketball and specifically the 2023-24 season. Next year, Greta will be attending Concordia University in Bachelor of Science and playing basketball. Her dream occupation is to become a sports nutritionist. Drummers from the Ochees First Nation will now sing an honor song for our grads. Please welcome Tyrone Littlejohn, Donald Soto, Arlen Muskeg, Travis Strawberry, Warren Cutarm, Clayton Cutarm, Harrison Salto, and Trenton Salto. All right, a little bit of information here before we continue. The grads will leave after they toss their caps and come back for the Grand March. We ask everyone to please fold and stack your chairs in preparation for the Grand March and the dance. Grads, please leave your V-stoles in the box on the stage as they belong to the school. The grad gown is yours, so please give it to your parents to hold on to during the dance and the Grand March. Your caps will be put in boxes on the stage for you to pick up after the Grand March. Everyone is welcome to stay after the march and dance and take photos in front of the displays in the common area. The red gate is open, so you may leave through that exit as well. Grads, during the Grand March, please wait behind the curtains until your name is called. Once your name is called, please proceed forward to the grad pillars and pause for a picture. Graduates, could you please stand? They say high school is a lot like toilet paper. You only miss it when it's gone. So with that, I am very honored to present to you the West Central High School graduating class of 2024.
Someday you'll understand. You'll hold a little hand. Ask them if they can. Oh, 'cause it's all too far. I am your biggest fan. I hope you know I am. But do you think you can somehow slow down? Slow down.
I'm gonna need you to raise your glass. I don't care what you put in it. Here's the nights that you can't take back. We live hard, we love to laugh.
I gave mine to...
We all thought that we'd get rich fast. Hop the plane out for greener grass. Found out the green is cash. Don't compare to the friends at last. See, we won't forget where we came from. The city won't change us. We beat to the same drum. No, we won't forget where we came from. The city can't change us. We beat to the same drum, the same drum. So here's to the cheap sunglasses, Red Bull and minivans, and people who had your back when the world didn't understand. See, we won't forget where we came from. The city won't change us. We beat to the same drum. No, we won't forget where we came from. The city can't change us. We beat to the same drum, the same drum. gently raising our cups to the same damn thing. Oh no, this city won't change us. 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 Won't change us. Hey! No matter where we go, we always find our way back home. No matter where we go, we always find our way back home. No matter where we go, we always find our way back home. We always find our way back home. Yeah, we always find our way back home.
Sprayed my name on a water tower, carved it in an old cottonwood tree. Signed a bunch of high school yearbooks so they wouldn't forget about me. It wasn't till I saw my daddy's name in stone I knew it ain't a question of if they will, it's how they remember you. Did you stand or did you fall? Build a bridge or build a wall? Hide your love or give it all? What did you do? What did you do? Did you make them laugh or make them cry? Did you quit or did you try? Live your dreams or let them die? What did you choose? What did you choose? When it all goes down, it ain't if, it's how they remember you. When you're down to your last dollar, will you give or will you take? When the stiff wind blows the hardest, will you bend or will you break? You're gonna leave a legacy no matter what you do. It ain't a question of if they will, it's how they remember you. Did you stand or did you fall? Build a bridge or build a wall? Hide your love or give it all? What did you do? What did you do? Did you make them laugh or make them cry? Did you quit or did you try? Live your dreams or let them die? What did you choose? What did you choose? When it all comes down, it ain't if, it's how they remember you. Did you make them laugh or make them cry? Did you quit or did you try? Live your dreams or let them die? What did you choose? Oh, when it all comes down, it ain't if, it's how they remember you. How they remember.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall.
Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. There was every broken bone. I swear I lived.
She says she's not going to stick around.
I swear I lived. Every broken bone. I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. There was every broken bone. I swear I lived. I swear I lived.
Life's like a road that you travel on. There's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down a garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, well, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. Come
honeysuckle phonies. That they celebrate my medals or they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers while these other thorns are rosy. And if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest. In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest. In a golden cathedral, I'll be praying for the faithless. And if you lose, boo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up. Aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it, I made it. I see it, I want it, I take it, take it. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Mama, best believe it. Mama, best believe it. Think I must be dreaming, but awake and breathing. Mama, best believe it. Mama, best believe it. Think I must be dreaming. Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
All right, everybody, we're getting close to the Grand March. We're going to make a little bit of room for the grads. They're going to be coming in stage right. We're going to move to the outside of the gym, okay? So let's just make kind of a perimeter. We'll leave the middle of the gym open for the grads as they come in. I will introduce each grad and their escort. They will pause for a picture at the front pillars there, and then they will make their way to the middle. Once all grads are in, we will have 2 dances. The first will be with the escort. The second dance will be with a special family member or someone close to the grad. All right, is everybody ready? Here we go. Introducing Sienna Acko and Memphis Stewart. Alex Baker and Riley Hare. Isabel Baker. Vanessa Barrett and Evan Belize. Kyra Bates and Keegan Verhege.
Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
Colby Began and Ayla Titford.
And it hurts so bad.
Landon Bell.
You give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer.
Bauer Bennett and Lene Jeppy.
Hope when the moment comes, you'll say,
JD Vanilla and Ruth Padilla. Cadence Braun and Caden Unwin.
this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone,
Bea Bagarin.
I lived.
Brian Bolinati.
Days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down,
Caden Bunny.
raise your cup.
Jace Butler.
I could witness all your joy.
Emerson Carl and John Steinem.
Till my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all.
Danae Carnahan and Troy McNair.
I did it all.
Micah Chatney and Tristan Scutch.
This world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did.
Lucas Challand and Kiana Alexander. Ashton Chapchuk. Isaac Chartrand and Bailey Maupin.
I swear I lived every broken bone.
Charlie Chevalier and Wyatt Westland.
I did it all.
Vanessa Colford and Chris Stevenson. Madison Colwell. Paige Curry and Cody Sims. Kayla Doyle and Dyson Moronowicz. Ryan Dunlop and Colby Cook. Carter Elmquist. With McKinley, that wasn't on the list. Messing me up, you guys. Ryan Evans and Cassius Go.
One day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door.
Clea Fabroa.
Where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today.
Jalen Finkbeiner and Philip Mayer. Lucas Flegg and Caitlin Fankennel. Charlie Franklin and Zeth Franklin. Jesse Gulliver. Ava Hall and Daniel Spiller. Haley Hall. Ben Heaton. Kalika Hermery and Taylor Law. Faith Holmes. Haley Honderbrink and Caleb Bott. Landon Hovind. Cody Jameson and Ariana Van Haren. Danica Jennings and Brody Jennings. Clayton Johnson and Madison Velichka. Demorian Johnson. Gus Johnson. Tegan Johnson and Austin Roy. Callie Jolliffe and Braden Hart. Maddie Jolliffe and Tanika Smallboy. Ezra Kidd and Kaylee Waugh. Parker Klatt and Brianna Spratt. Carter Legacy and Gracie Klooster.
Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies, and they celebrate my medals, or they want
Rio Leach and Cadence Gerard.
While these other thorns are rosy, and if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh,
Sky Lomax and Christina Tanessa.
in the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral.
Liam McDonald. Kenyon Mackinac and Taylor Minks. Mark Malthouse and Athena Williams. Maya Maxwell. Cadence McGrath and Landon Sigthusen. Marcus McKinley. Braden McKinnon and Allura Metheringham. Weston McNutt and Macy McNutt. Callie Mead and Tiffany Mead. Ryan Melanchuk. Alexis Miller-Gabler. With Jaden Wild. Marshall Miller and Sean Miller. Austin Mind and Annette Verhege. Cole Morley and Kaylin Morrison. Sarah Moser and Justin Zonneveld. Neela Nicolay and Nash Nicolay. Brody Oscar. Austin Peets and Phoenix Sarnicki. Donald Pitcher. Zachary Ponto. Natasha Primo and Jesse Cooper. Jennifer Redcalf and Keanu Redcalf LaBelle. Laurel Rodkey and Elena Fink. Elena Fink, sorry. Landon Roker.
So if by the time
Dawson Roots and Daniel McKenzie.
Down, I'll carry you home.
Portia Seitz and Trevor Seitz. Rain Saintker.
She was staring out the window,
Blaze Sarnecki and Brant LaPerriere.
complaining, saying, I can't wait to turn 18. She said, I'll make my own money.
Taylor Sheldrake and Nate Doroshuk.
Mama put the car in park out there in front of the school.
Derek Stewart.
And said I was just like you. You're gonna miss this.
Victor Saul and Sydney Monday.
You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times.
Brody Taylor.
So take a good look around. You may not know it now.
Christina Cheer and Owen Langberg.
You're gonna miss this. Before she knows it, she's a brand new bride. In her
Seth
one
Thompson
bedroom
and Lincoln Denver.
and her daddy stops by. He tells her it's a nice place. She says it'll do for now. Starts talking about
Sierra Underhill and Ryan Arnold.
Daddy shakes his head and says, baby, just slow down. 'Cause you're gonna miss
Lydia
this.
Van Ginkel and Brent Stiegnick.
Want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times.
Lexus Waringa Olds and Calum Kuchenruder.
But you're gonna miss this.
Lucas Weisenmeyer.
Years later, there's a plumber working on the water heater. Dogs barking, phones ringing.
Addison West and Cale Hempill.
Screaming, and she keeps apologizing. He says they
Jordan Whitaker and Romualdo Fisher.
One's 23. It's hard to believe, but you're gonna miss this. You're gonna
Ace
want
Wickens.
this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good
Kieran Wilhite and Sean Wilhite. Kaylin Willier and Elena Willioner. Alisa Winchell. And finally, Greta Winchell and Fisher Knopf. All right, at this time, grads and your escorts, or find someone you'd like to dance with if you're by yourself, please make your way to the center of the gym for the first dance.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown. Baby, come on. Forget what Father Brennan said. We were not born in sin. Leave a note on your bed. Let your mother know you're safe. And by the time she wakes, we'll have driven through the state. We'll have driven through the night. Baby, come on. If the sun don't shine on me today, and if the subways flood and bridges break, will you lay yourself down and dig your grave, or will you rail against the dying day? And when we looked outside, see
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out.
All right, grads, our second and final dance of the day here is for that special family member. Grab your mom, grab your dad, grab your loved one, get on the floor. Just one quick announcement and an important one. For anybody that signed up for photos after this dance, they will be located in the Red Deer Polytechnic wing of the school, of the campus. Everybody has their partner. Here it is, one more dance. Enjoy.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you
right, everybody, one more big round of applause for our graduating class. Hey, here at West Central, we want to thank everybody for coming out today. We hope that you and your grads and your families go off tonight and have a wonderful, safe time. Thanks so much, everyone.